welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be going through my Super Shock shadows. These are my Colourpop Super Shock shadows. I'm going to be showing you guys my whole collection. I'm going to be swatching them, and we're also going to be doing a declutter of the ones that I don't use much anymore. Honestly, it's a lot, so we're going to be kind of decluttering them as we go. I'll be swatching all the colors for you as well. If you guys want to see my Colourpop Super Shock shadow collection and declutter, go ahead and keep on watching. Keep my Super Shock shadows in. This is from SONNY Cosmetics, and this is one of their half-Z drawers. I will link it down below if you guys want to check it out. But basically, it holds the Colourpop shadows perfectly. I have another little set that goes on top of my vanity that this actually slides into. It's called a perfume holder, I believe. I'll link that down below as well. But these fit really well in like the Alex drawers and everything like that. So this is what I keep all of my Super Shock shadows in. Colourpop was one of the very first brands that I got into when I started getting into makeup, and I went crazy with their Super Shock shadows. They were one of my favorite formulas. I can't say that I reach for them much anymore, so that's why I want to kind of do this declutter in this video, and hopefully I can kind of just keep the ones that I really like, and then maybe I'll reach for more. If not, then I'll declutter probably most of them. I really like the formula of these. They're just something, I don't know why I don't reach for them as much as I used to. I used to be obsessed. So I'm just going to go through each one of the colors that I do have. I'm going to swatch them for you guys, and then I'm going to decide which ones I want to keep and then which ones I want to declutter. The first one I have in my collection is Valley Girl, and this is a really pretty golden shade, and this kind of has a little bit of yellow reflex in it. Let me swatch it for you guys. What's super cool about the formula of these is that they just feel really wet, and they're very, very pigmented. This is one of my favorite shades that I have from them. It's such a pretty color. Absolutely love it. With Colourpop Super Shock shadows, you want to make sure that you close the lid really tightly though, so that they keep to their formula. I've had mine a long time, and I haven't really noticed much with mine drying out because I tried to keep them always closed well. So that is the first one, Valley Girl. I'm definitely going to be keeping this one. Next one in my collection is Sugar, and I used to be obsessed with this one. I wore it non-stop. Here's what it looks like in the pan. Let me swatch it for you. It's just like a really pretty blue shade, and it's vibrant without being too vibrant. It's more of like a cool toned blue. I just love this color. I think it's so, so pretty, and I am definitely keeping it. I need to reach for these more often, which is why I want to do this video too, in hopes that I can kind of declutter the ones I don't love and then just keep the ones that I really want to use more often. The next one I have here is I Heart This, and I use this one a bunch. You can see I've actually hit pan on this one. It's just a really pretty kind of rose gold champagne color. It's just really nice on the eyes. It's very kind of natural, but it has like a nice shift to it. It's definitely very, very pretty. I do like this one, and it used to be one of my favorites. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and maybe declutter this one, just because I feel like when I do reach for these, for me, even knowing I used to use this shade a bunch, I feel like nowadays when I reach for these, I want that pop, like I want that punch. So I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter this one, but it was one of my favorite shades back in the day. But I feel like now, if I'm looking for more of like that fun neutral shade like this, I'll probably pick up a palette. Next one is Glitterati, and this is my favorite out of all of them. You can see that I've definitely hit pan. I wore this every single day when I got it. Like, I wore this all the time. It's such a pretty color. It just has like a little bit of green flecks in it. It's just such a unique shade. I absolutely love this. And I actually have a backup in my collection. I bought an extra one way back. I need to just go ahead and try and sell that one or something, because I'm not using them as much as I was. But when I was obsessed with this one, I was using it like every single day, and it was always out of stock. I remember I saw one day it came back in stock, and I was like, I need to get an extra one. So I purchased an extra one. So I should probably just go ahead and sell that one, because I'm not using them as regularly as I used to be, but this is definitely one of my favorite shades. Next one I have is Liberty, and this is a very stark silver shade. This is one of the first shades I remember I got from them. Let me swatch it for you guys. It's just like a really nice silver shade. I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one though. I didn't love this one, and I feel like I just have other silvers I use in my collection more, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass along this one. Next one in my collection is Get Lucky, and here's what that one looks like. It is just a pure gold shade. Now this one is a very pretty gold, but I do not reach for this one much anymore either. So here's what Get Lucky looks like. And I don't know, I just wasn't as impressed with this one. It wasn't as blinding as the rest of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. This one is Acorn, and I remember I hardly used this one. It is just more of like a taupe pink shade, and it's just really, really light. This one isn't really, I don't know, it's not like the rest. I can't even get a good swatch of it. It's not like the rest of them. You can kind of see it there. It's more of like a sheen, and I just feel like it wasn't really what I was wanting from the Super Shock shadows, because like I said, when I go in with those, I want a punch of color. This one didn't really give that to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one. The next one I have here is Fringe, and this is, again, a really pretty kind of champagne-y gold shade. I remember I did use this one a bunch as well. And let me swatch it so you guys can see. This one is super blinding, and it's just like a really pretty kind of gold, but more of a silvery gold. I really like this one, so I think I'm gonna hold on to this one. Next one in my collection is Hammered, and this is a really kind of fun army green shade. I actually really like this color. It's really unique. Here's what it looks like swatched. It's more of like a green, but it has definitely some flecks of gold in it. I just don't really reach for this shade. It's very pretty, but it's not really the type of looks that I normally go for. So I think I can go ahead and declutter this one. The next one I have here is Tassel. This is one of my most used Colourpop Super Shock shadows. Definitely hit pan, and it's almost gone actually. This is one of my favorites for my inner corner. I use this constantly. This is what it looks like, and it's just a really bright, silvery, icy color. It's so good on the inner corner. It's like my favorite thing ever, and I just love the way it packs on, and this is just like the perfect inner corner highlight for me. So I'm definitely holding on to this one, and I also have a backup of Tassel as well, because when I was obsessed with it, I remember I was making an order from them, and I needed like one more to get free shipping or something like that, and I was like, well, just get an extra tassel. So definitely one of my favorites from them, definitely keeping this one. Next one in my collection is Sailor, and I remember I haven't really used this one much. It's more of like one of those iridescent shades, and I don't really know why I haven't picked it up. I just don't feel like it's as blinding, I think, as the rest of them. It has a little bit of a mermaidy look to it, kind of like a little bit of a shift, and I don't know, I just don't really reach for this one, so I can go ahead and declutter it. The next one I have here is Millionaire, and this is a really nice coppery brown shade, and I used to love this shade as well. Oh, so buttery. Here is what Millionaire looks like. It's just a really nice coppery shade. I don't really reach for this type of look though when I'm going for my Colourpop shadows. I reach for more of the kind of bright colors, so I think I can go ahead and get rid of this one, but it is such a pretty color. Oh, it's so pretty, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass it along. The next one I have is Cheap Date, and here's what Cheap Date looks like. It is a very pretty golden shade, and I remember this one is like super pigmented. Yeah, here is Cheap Date. Really, really nice. I love this shade. I think I'm gonna keep this one just because in case I want like that bright gold, this is the one I go for. Super nice. Next one I have here is Girly, and I don't really remember this one much. Honestly, it looks like I've used it once. You can tell like there's one tiny little indent in there, and I don't really know why I haven't used it. It looks like a nice color. It is pretty sheer though. Here's what it looks like. I don't know, it looks nice. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and declutter it though because I haven't used it. It does look like a pretty shade. The next one in my collection is Get Lucky, and here is what that one looks like. It is just a pure gold shade. Now this one is a very pretty gold, but I do not reach for this one much. It's like a yellow gold, green gold. It's a very unique color, and it's very different. I just don't use it though. As much as I love these, I feel like I only reach for certain ones, and I don't know. I think I can pass along this one. The next one I have is Far Side, and this is a brown shade. Ooh, that looks so glittery. I don't really remember this one much. I don't think I've used this one a bunch. Here's what it looks like. I don't know. I'm not as impressed with that one. I think I can declutter this one. I don't even remember really reaching for this one. So I'm going to pass along it. The next one I have here is Paisley. And here is what Paisley looks like. It is kind of like a yellow shimmer shade, and I just remembered this one was very similar to another shade that I have. I think I already got rid of it, and I just didn't really reach for this one. I know a lot of people like this on their inner corner. It's just a little bit more subtle than Tassel, but it is a pretty shade. I think I'm going to declutter it though. Next one I have here is So Quick, I believe, and this is an iridescent brown shade. And once again, I don't really reach for the browns with these, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one. This next one is Ibiza, and this one is so fun. I remember I purchased this one because Jaclyn Hill did a tutorial with it. It was out of stock for so long, and I finally remember when it came back in. It's such a pretty blue. Look at how blinding that is. I love this color. I definitely use it in the summertime for fun looks, and I adore this color, so I'm definitely keeping this one. This next one I have is Fantasy, and this is a purpley pink shade, and I think this one is definitely fun as well. It's definitely different and unique to my collection. Here's what it looks like. I think I'm gonna hold on to this one because I do think it's fun for just kind of different fun looks, and that's what I use these for, like I said, so I'm gonna keep that one. The next one I have is Erotic, and this looks to be like a salmon orange shade. I really don't remember having this in my collection, so I don't think I've really used it much. It doesn't look as blinding as some of the other ones. Here's what it looks like. I don't know, I don't feel like this is something I need in my collection, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. This next one I have is Coconut, and I remember loving this shade. It's such a fun blue, and it's like a deep blue though. Yes, this is Coconut, and I remember I used this a bunch when I got it. This is so fun. I'm definitely keeping this one of my favorites. The next one I have here is Sour, and this is a kind of candy apple green shade. And I don't think I really care much for this one. I remember I didn't really use it too much. Here's what it looks like. It is a cool color, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass it along. The next one I have here is Lace, and this is a purple shade. And I do remember using this one and liking it, but I don't know that I need it in my collection either. I think I have other purples that I like better than this one, so I'm going to declutter it. The next one I have here is Moonwalk, and this is an iridescent green shade, and I do think this one is cool, but again, I don't reach for this one, so look at how fun that is though. I'm gonna declutter it. This next one I have here is Bubbly, and I used to wear this one a bunch. You can tell that I definitely have used a lot of it. This is a really pretty baby pink shade. Here's what it looks like. It kind of reminds me of like Pink Champagne from the Anastasia palettes or the Anastasia Single Shadow. And I really do like it, but I never reached for it, so I'm gonna pass it along. This next one I have is Heat, and this is a kind of mustard yellow shade, and I forgot I had this in my collection. Ooh, that's cool. So this is what it looks like. I don't know, should I keep this one? It looks really different. I think I'm gonna keep this one. I like having more different shades, so I think one is fun, and I really didn't even know I had this one. Maybe I'll pick it up soon. This next one is Too Shy, and this is a blue, and it is a very fun color again. Love my blues. Here's what it looks like. They're so pigmented, it's crazy. Especially like the brighter shades I feel like are just like blinding. So I think I'm gonna keep this one because you know I love blues and I have to. This next one is Cusp, and this one is a fun like green blue shade, and I don't remember really much about this one. I don't remember if it kind of, okay, so it's pretty green. Here's what it looks like. That one is fun. I don't know though. I don't know when I would really use this. I don't really, although I have green on my eyes right now. I was gonna say I don't really wear green too often. I think I can go ahead and get rid of this one. The very last one in my Super Shock Shadow collection is Crinkle, and Crinkle is a blue shade that has some reflex in it. Here is a swatch of it, and I think I can get rid of this one as well. Super pretty though, but I'm trying to limit my Colourpop collection. I think I've done pretty well. I'm pretty proud of myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter the last one. So here is what we are left with. I am only keeping 11 Super Shock Shadows. I'm pretty happy with the ones that I've kept. I feel like I've either used them a lot or they're ones that I know that I want to use for kind of like fun and different looks. And I'm hoping now that my collection is a lot smaller, I'll reach for them more often. So since we kept 11, that means I got rid of 19 because this was full. So I got rid of 19, I kept 11. I feel really good about that. And I think that maybe I will pick these up hopefully soon. If not, I'll just declutter them all together. Like I said, there's something I reach for not too often, but I'm hoping to reach for more now that I kind of condensed my collection. And it feels good to get rid of a bunch of those. Some of them I didn't even even know I had. So definitely feels good to condense this collection down. Let me know what some of your guys' favorite Colourpop Super Shock Shadow shades in the comment section down below. Are you guys still liking this formula? Are you kind of over it? You don't really see many people talking about them much anymore. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Also, subscribe to my channel. I post new videos Monday through Friday right now, so 5 times a week. And let me know if you guys have any future videos you want to see from me. I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow. Bye, guys.